Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your love reading. Spirit, today we're going to answer the burning question, will I find love? And you know what? I don't know. You don't know, because if you did, you wouldn't be here. And I don't know, but you know what? We're going to know, because we both want to know what to know. Said no a lot, didn't I? Yeah. We're going to find out what is going on with your love life. Why haven't you found the one? Or why are you not dating, whatever your situation is, right? But something ain't clicking, something ain't jiving, and we're going to find out why. And then we'll get you a little advice by the end of the reading. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so the first thing I want to take a look at is, why haven't you found love? Why haven't you found the one? Why are you not dating? There's an underlying reason why this is not happening at this time, and we're going to delve into that. And someone else had this in the same position, the Star. This is something you really want, but it's almost like if you think about chasing a dream, you're chasing too hard, right? It's more like you need to pull back and let it come to you. And I hope that makes sense, because it's like, okay, I hate using this word, but I'm gonna. It's almost like you're to the point that you're desperate to find somebody, or your actions and words make you look desperate to others who are observing you from the outside. So we want to avoid that. We want to make you look available and interested, but not so desperate that you need to have somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? We want to have that nice balance between the two. So I'm thinking primarily this is why you are not with somebody right now. And the cards will tell us more as we move along, right? So the next thing we're going to look at is, okay, so if that's the reason why you're not with somebody now, what can you do to overcome that, right? And the card that came out is the Page of Cups. It's almost like a fresh start in the romance and love department. And I'm not talking about partner, right? I'm talking about your perspective. I think it would be a really good idea to take some time. Like I said with that Star card, you want to pull back a little bit. And when you do, I think it would be really good for you to really take stock of what it is that you want in a partner. What is it that you're looking for? What would make you excited about meeting somebody? And I think maybe a little bit, I'm going back to the Star card a little bit because this is just what's coming to me. Maybe you were almost looking for the wrong person. Okay, and what I mean by that is maybe you were trying to make a person or a specific type fit to what works for you and what gels with you, right? So let's say, I'm going to use a really stupid analogy. You know, I love my analogies, and this is a little bit dumb, but let's say, I don't know, you really like this guy, okay? You like this guy, you want to date him, and he's an avid golfer. He friggin' loves golf. He's golfing all the time, blah, blah, blah. So you take up golf lessons, and you're going to the driving range, and you're chasing him around to every golf course if you know he's got a tee time, but you hate golf, right? Like, don't force the situation. Look at it with a fresh pair of eyes and go, okay, you know what? Yeah, he loves golf. Guess what? I don't. That's okay in a relationship. So don't pursue something outside of that person, right? Don't pursue something based on their interests if you're not genuinely interested. I think that's a really good piece of advice for everybody, actually. Couples don't have to be joined at the hip all the time, and they don't have to absolutely love everything that each other loves. You're allowed to have, and it's healthy to have, different interests, right? And different friends and groups and whatnot. That helps you bring something different to the table to discuss as well. Even if they're not into it, it really does spark other discussion and can branch into other discussions as well. So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at is, okay, what can you do to start meeting people? And we got the Three of Swords. Okay, this could be one of two things, so I'm going to say both because it's a collective reading. Okay, one is that the first thing that came to me is get creative in how you're meeting people. So let's say you've been trying online, right? So you've been trying online, doesn't work, and you haven't been having any luck, blah, blah, blah. Stop dating online, right? Think about some of your own personal interests. Maybe you're a Star Trek fan. And you know what? You find a meetup group for Star Trek people. And you start hanging out with them, and you happen to find someone who's, a Star Trek fan, but they're also into, I don't know what, woodworking, and so are you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a common interest that can bring you together might bring out more common interests that you have, okay? So get creative in how you meet people. Come up with different ideas, and if you can't think of any, ask your friends and family. Like, listen, I want to start, I really want to date. I'm going to stop the online. Give me some suggestions. What can I do, right? Aside from chasing this guy around the golf course, you know what I'm saying? The other thing is, there could be, because it's Three of Swords, and quite often this is associated with disappointment, sorrow, heartbreak, all of that kind of stuff, for many different reasons. As you remember, we were talking about the star card, right? Where you need to pull back. As you're looking at what it is that you want, are you trying to recreate an old love? Maybe somebody who broke up with you, who you really liked, who you were really into, and they're still sitting there in the back of your mind. That would be you trying to make it work with somebody else. You're trying to envision somebody else in the role of this person, and not just replacing them as a lover or whatever, but you're actually trying to recreate that other person. That's not going to work either, if that's kind of where you're going. So if there's something from the past that comes up as you're reevaluating, you're going to need to deal with that too. Make sure that you definitely work on that before you start looking for someone else, because if you're trying to pull old crap from the past into the present and the future, it's not going to do you any good. So this is really cool. Oh my God, wait till you see this. The next thing I want to look at is, okay, so let's say, you reevaluate and you start putting yourself out there, okay, and you're socializing and you're networking. How are you going to know? Are there any little signs about them that might signal to you, hey, that's a person you might want to date, right? Here's some signs. What came up? The Ace of Cups. And you know what? I love this with the Page of Cups. So remember, the Page of Cups was, how can I get past this block, right? That's holding me back from dating. I think they might have been going through the same thing. The two of you are going to be starting anew, right? So if you're in a social situation, you start talking to this person, you can even be, or maybe you're not even talking to them. Maybe you're talking to someone else going, yeah, I've decided to, I was doing online dating, but I thought, I got to get out there and meet people in person. Maybe you're talking in a group and that person's there, or they over here, and they're like, oh my gosh, me too. I totally get it. Yeah. Like, I had a tough time online and it was hard to connect people. And then you spark up a conversation and the two of you have that in common to talk about. And that's just the start of a friendship, right? So I think you're going to see that this person is kind of in a starting over mode as well. And someone who is genuinely looking for a good connection. Because the cups, yeah, it's about romance and all that good stuff. But it's about emotions and feelings and connections with others. And this person is looking for that. So I think that's like one little signal that you might see to kind of spark the idea of, oh, that person just might be a good fit for me. Now, where are you going to meet? I love this. The sun. Anywhere. Anywhere you go is a potential meeting ground for this person. Anywhere. It's the sun. It's the best card in the deck. You can literally go anywhere, anytime, and run into this person. Make sure you're looking good and on your best behavior every time you step out that door. Every time. Because you never know where you're going to meet. And then when we talk about when you might meet this person, we have the Five of Pentacles, and this is talking about winter. Yep, definitely smack dab in the middle of winter. So we're probably looking at like end of January. Yeah, pretty much going into Aquarius season is what I see, is when you have a good potential to meet this person. Now, that's very specific, but don't forget, you got that sun card, so that can happen as well, right? Because the where could be anywhere, right? So, having said all of that, I think this is really cool. I like it. I'm going to pull a few more cards. We're going to get some oracle cards. Spirit. But yeah, I want you to remember, going back to the beginning of the reading, like when I was talking about the block of why you're not with someone or why you can't find them, you're really going to have to do that work before you start looking, right? Before you really start putting yourself out there, Spirit. Because if you're carrying baggage from the past, it's like having a third person in the bedroom, and you don't want that. You don't want to bring that energy with you into another relationship. Not a good idea. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, wow. These are some pretty heavy cards. Okay, this is making me think that for a lot of you, I'm going back to this Three of Swords. Okay. Where there's some stuff from the past you might have to let go, because I want you to see these cards. I'm going to show you the cards and then we're going to talk. First one up, we have sexual freedom. Then we have deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And then the last card says, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. This all talks about somebody in the past really pulling the wool over your eyes, lying, hiding stuff or whatever. And sexual freedom, this could be one of two things. The first thing that came to me is it would be like you dating somebody and then finding out they prefer the other gender, right? Because that's not an uncommon thing to happen, right? The person maybe could be bisexual or something like that. So if you're a woman and you were dating a man, you find out he's leaving you for another man, kind of thing, right? But he enjoys dating both men and women. And when I say this, there's nothing wrong with that, not at all. But you didn't know that that was a possibility. I mean, he could have left you for another woman too. Doesn't matter. Or whatever was going on sexually between you two, this person decided to stray. So there could have been that, right? And so this is where the resentment comes in, right? So the resentment is, oh my God, this person that, I thought they were the love of my life, then they left me for someone else, or they screwed around on me or whatever. You cannot bring this into the next relationship. You can't do that as you're trying to find somebody else, because that's just not a good energy to pull forward, right? Spirit, we're going to get you a couple of advice cards. Let's just see what animal card comes up for you. Oh, I love this one. Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, and you can meet someone anywhere with that Sun card. Beautiful. Remember, you got to do the work, right? Spirit, I'm going to get you one more card. You got to let go, past resentments, past nonsense, bullshit, whatever, right? And then check this out. Oh my God. Love of a lifetime and commitment. We got the Bride card. If you can get past the old relationship, if that's part of your story, I think you're going to see that things will really open up. I keep looking back at the Sun card. Okay, so the Sun card and the Cow Spirit together, this is a fantastic, I know it's not exactly a combination, but in the same spread, these are really nice cards to have. And it's giving you a lot of hope and a lot of potential is what I'm feeling. So, oh my gosh, lovely reading. So listen, we're going to leave it there. So I wish you much luck. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, we're going to leave it there for now. So until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Virgo. Bye.